this one out quickly to Amendola. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off by Cornelder. And he will bring this.
Without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
A good hold of these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return, Andy Isabella. And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Murray trying again after the pick six. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Murray. Escaping the pressure right. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
Complete to Delaney Walker.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
1st down, Arizona.
Murray now on 1st down. Open man is Kirk, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down.
1st down.
A nice catch there by Christian Kirk. Had 709 yards and 3 touchdowns in the 2019 season. I expect those numbers to continue to climb. This is a guy who can play in the slot, play outside, but the #1 thing about him, absolute explosiveness, especially after he catches the ball downfield. If you don't make the tackle right there, he's going to...
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Yetur Gross-Matos in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Murray.
They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. Murray with a 3rd and long, eluding the pressure right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Jordan Hicks brought in.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
And there's Christian McCaffrey with another run CMC as he's known in the Carolina area. Easily the most productive running back in the league last season. 2,392 yards from scrimmage. He's just so dangerous every time he gets the football. Whether you hand it to him, throw it to him out of the backfield, just imagine if they have the guts to let him return kicks as well. This guy is a true triple threat.
11 more on that one and another first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Here's Bridgewater. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, Isabella. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
On the return, the Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Murray. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And able to find Kirk complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Curtis Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver is at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Flushed out right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That'll be a gain of 16, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Shotgun now from Murray. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. K1 Short pushing through there to make the play defensively.
And there's Kyler Murray being sacked, and in his first year in the league, surprising to a lot of people, he was the most sacked quarterback, went down 48 times. And when you think about the mobility that he possesses, that really does surprise people because they think they can get out of everything. But so often, those young guys who can move around a lot, they keep plays alive so long that sometimes they actually get trapped. Defenses are going to test him and continue to test him. I think he's got something for them as he continues to move forward.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Jordan Hicks.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Here's McCaffrey. A beautiful spin and room to run. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd and 1, here's Bridgewater. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Curtis Samuel with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
That'll go as a loss of 5. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Murray now. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Coming to you, coming to you.
They do go for it. It's Murray. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Murray.
And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
And the Cardinal first down.
Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona.
Number 10, DeAndre Hopkins.
DeAndre Hopkins.
Arizona.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14.
Makes the score Panthers 28, Cardinals 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead.
For the point after.
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. It seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back, and they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
1st down, Cardinals.
That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That goes for 14 yards, 1st down Cardinals. From the gun, Murray, flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Escaping the pressure right. And this is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. If you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
To throw on 3rd down, Murray. And that is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're going for it. It's Murray, eluding the pressure right. And that is going to be incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Bridgewater. He's going to air one out for Anderson. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. A chance to really cap off a big 1st half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Throwing is Bridgewater. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore as the 1st half is winding down. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. A final shot before half from Murray. And he locates Walker, complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Corey Peters there to bring him down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
58's the money. 58's the money. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
Ball carrier.
He loses 4, and it brings up 4.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And, Charles, the good news, they got the stop defensively. The bad news, this is a huge hole that they're in right now. How do they start to dig out of it?
That's a great question because we're not even going to talk about how do they win it, right? We want to see how they can kind of claw back and at least make themselves feel better about the game because this one is likely out of reach, but maybe one possession at a time. Try and play a little bit better and have some respect when you come out of the game.
On second down now, it's Drake. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
And that's knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Trey Boston shot through on the safety blitz for the sack. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Another try after the 1st down sack. Murray flushed it. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked up by Justin Burris. The young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
Bridgewater. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Steps away. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the 1st sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Joey Sly for the Panther field goal.
And his kick here is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
They'll start the drive with Drake. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter from Charlotte. They stay on the ground with Drake. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there. 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Cardinals.
Murray a give. This is Drake. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Arizona. Now
Murray off play action. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Running from the shotgun with Drake. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Well, there's someone who's running the football with a big smile on his face, and that's Kenyon Drake, because you remember last year he was in Miami. Wasn't getting many carries, not a lot of success, but in midseason ended up in Arizona and became a huge weapon for the Cardinals. 8 touchdowns the 2nd half of the season, utilized really well. Big-time skilled player who can run it and catch it out of the backfield. He has finally found a home and a place for his talents.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
Touchdown.
Dan Arnold. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals get a bit closer.
I know what the scoreboard says here, but for all those who are playing fantasy football, their scoreboards are different. Points scored could benefit someone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up.
And that's caught inside the 30.
You don't want now. You don't want
Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, 68 yards. And the Panthers have got it on cruise control.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Trying to get to the outside. This is McCaffrey. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Number 22, Christian.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, they run against McCaffrey. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Christian McCaffrey.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And they're going option play on 3rd down. Touchdown, Carolina! Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And thanks to the interception, the Panthers offense cashes in with 6. Now Joey Sly for the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Panthers 59, Cardinals 21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
1st and 10.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more... And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Tyler Murray.
Brian Burns In there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. And the pressure gets to him again. The product of Jersey City to hear Whitehead on the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Yetur Gross-Matos in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. Now the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Coverage by Byron Murphy.
This is McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line.
The tackle by
Jeremy Chin there defensively.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
At the 12.
Operating from the gun, Murray.
And he'll go underneath here to Drake.
And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
1st down, Arizona.
From the gun, Murray. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down inside Carolina's 15.
Complete to Christian.
A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 54 yards.
And the Cardinal 1st down.
Murray now on 1st down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
To throw again, Murray. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Huge loss on the play. It's 3rd down.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Murray's got to have this one. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers will get the football back.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Ready? Fire down. In your Delta. Check 59, Mike.
Bridgewater here to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
13.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is taken at about the 14. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise,
that's caught at the 25. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. A huge play there for Arizona. 65 yards. From the gun, Murray. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Touchdown, Arizona.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
McCaffrey on the counter. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Cardinals.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Panthers, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.